this is
Welcome,
fun.
ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome very much.
I guess we're doing it.
This is the Derailed Podcast.
Derailed Podcast.
I am your host, Bradley Bodine, with your host,
Your host with the most.
Eric Pedigo,
Nope,
and your
nope.
host,
Different guy.
Yep.
Nick Pedigo.
Wrong. Wrong. Incorrect.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up, boys?
It's early on a Sunday.
Oh my
It's early on a
God.
Sunday. It's
Just letting it ride out.
You are. And then you're randomly turning it back up.
What?
I'm like, wait, should I not? Should I not?
Is that what I'm doing?
it's actually my favorite hymn.
Yeah.
Since we're on the subject,
What is your favorite hymn?
This is my
well-
favorite hymn.
Oh,
I like Old Rugged Cross. The
Old
best.
Rugged Cross is a good one. That was
It
my
really
grandpa's
is.
favorite. My grandpa Phil's favorite.
Yeah.
It's a grandpa Phil tattoo here, everybody, because I am a
GPT.
fucking badass
Oh.
GPT right here.
Whoa. Yeah. Grandpa B.
Grandpa B.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Grandpa D. Shout outs.
So, my favorite hymn is an old classic called Countach by Nick Pedigo, and we actually just heard it as the intro
That's
for the podcast.
I like it.
That's what Brad named it. I don't know if it's a hymn necessarily.
Hymnal.
Yeah, it's I'll Fly Away.
Oh, by Kanye.
Not that version.
Oh, okay. That one's pretty good, though.
I like the version that Grandpa and Uncle Dan did in Tennessee that one time.
All right. Yeah.
That's by the Something Sisters.
Probably number 2 on my list behind Kanye.
Yeah, he's great.
Hey, Derailed.
Here we are.
Yeah.
We made
it. We're making a conscious effort to do one episode per week
It's happening.
because you guys can't get enough of us.
That's true.
Well, you take your little walk. You take your little break at work. You take your little walk. You want to have a couple giggles.
You're talking to Beth, specifically our friend Beth.
I didn't want to name names.
All right. Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Pego,
Yeah.
you got a fart story?
Yes, I do.
Was that for
Was.
that for podcast consumption, or was that just
Were you
something
just
you
saying
wanted to
fart story?
Well,
you
yeah,
wanted to
it's-
talk to us about privately?
Because I was either just saying the word fart story to you guys, or, I wanted to talk about it on the show. So, anyway, this was this past Thursday evening
Okay.
at Bocce Ball. Myself, my lovely girlfriend, Bethany, dude.
You're doing good.
We were having a conversation, and she's like, I think it's crazy that I haven't heard you fart yet. Because we've been together for like 8 months, and she just has it.
And you've been holding them in the whole time.
I mean, not exactly. I just haven't had to fart around her necessarily, or whatever. I could tell it wouldn't be a funny one,
Right.
Oh yeah.
right? So I'm like, I'll save it for something good. Anyway, overnight, I farted 6 or 7 times in my sleep, and then at one point, woke myself up and went, "Oh." And then she was just laughing. She was like, we were just talking about how I never heard you fart, and then you farted all night long and woke yourself up like,
Oh.
oh,
Opened up the floodgates.
yeah.
You forgot to deactivate your anus.
Right, yeah.
You've been doing good for 8 months.
Yeah,
That's-
I forgot to disengage this thing, and then I was like,
So let me tell you a funny story.
please do.
While we were in line for Boo Crew the other night to see you guys do the scaring, your girlfriend Bethany was there,
Bethany, shout outs.
and so
I
I've
love you,
heard
Bethany.
this story already, and I've never seen someone laugh so hard than when recounting the story that Bethany did for me and my wife Amanda and our mother.
It took her a long time to stop laughing that evening,
my
too.
god, dude, she was dying laughing, and then the part was when she goes, and then he goes, "Oh,
Yeah, I did.
the old Midwestern, excuse me."
Because I had realized what I had done, even in my slumber. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's over. And I went, huh?
Yep, she still loves you.
Yeah, she's a Bethany of fresh hair.
Yep, yeah, she probably needed a little after that night. It sounds
Right.
Oh, God.
crack a window.
Man, when I'm dating a woman, within the first month or so, I like to get the farts out of the way. And my favorite way to do it is accidentally during passionate coitus.
No,
Dude.
So
stop that.
there's been twice in my life where
Yeah.
where things are happening, and I'm like, hit a fart noise. I'm
Okay.
telling a story here.
All right.
Hit a fart noise. So I'm like that, right? And then I'm like, oh no, we both start laughing, but there's still 80% of the fart in me, so my laughs with each chuckle comes out another whack, whack, whack,
And with each thrust.
I love
yeah,
it.
sure, because I don't stop.
Gross, dude.
Just go.
But it's just
China.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, China.
I hate,
China.
I hate
China.
knowing
I
this
can't
about
help
you. You know?
You know?
I do. You're going,
Too bad it was a funny story for the people.
It is
So
a funny
they all
story.
know that when we have sex, I'm probably going to fart.
who are you talking to right now?
Are the listeners?
The collective we?
Everybody out there,
Yeah.
everybody at this table.
Nope.
What? Pettigo,
Yeah.
all this fart talk
Uh-huh.
got me and Bethany talking about funny farts.
Okay.
And I remembered one from our past
Okay.
that I'm hoping so badly that you remember.
Love
This is way back in the day. You were on like a recreational basketball team that I was not on.
All
it was
right.
like you and a bunch of your friends.
Okay.
And I want to say it was that church gym.
Was it Zach Berg?
It was Zach Berg.
Yeah.
Shout out Zach Berg, by the way. You have the best fart story of all time. Do you want to take it away? You want me to take
No,
it?
because I don't got it. I just assumed it was him because that dude farts.
Yeah, so you guys were getting the shit kicked out of you.
Makes sense.
Right? It was like you were in like the third quarter, down by like 20 something. There were so many people in this gym because there were other teams waiting to play and a bunch of people's family members. And I was just there watching.
Yeah, family member.
Yeah, I'm a family member. I am family member. And the other team got fouled. And there was a dude about to take his free throw. And he does a couple dribbles. And the gym is dead silent. Everybody's bored because you guys, again, just are getting annihilated.
Real bad. Yeah.
And the guy goes. And then Zach Berg goes. And fucking the entire gym heard it. And everybody's laughing so hard. And dude, he's just like.
Oh,
It was the most well-timed fart of all time. And it was like those old like plastic desk chairs, so it vibrated
They
so
echoed,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
It was
in
the
a basketball
best.
gymnasium.
Sounds like an HQ fart experience.
We were in a church league and early 20s. And so all my friends were still like degenerates,
Yeah.
you know, like, and so it's a bunch of church teams playing against other church teams. And, you know, there was some like pretty, like guys were kind of in shape and they certainly weren't smoking and drinking all
Sure.
night the night before.
Right.
But my friends were.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we got it handed to us a few times. Anyhow, yeah, I do vaguely remember that, but I've been friends with Zach since kindergarten,
Right.
and there are so many farts like with Zach. It's
Yeah.
hard too. So what's up, buddy? Love you. Good farts. All right, yeah, we've got a lot.
We do.
We've got a
Yeah.
lot to get to, but I thought we'd ease things up. No cheating. I thought we'd kind of ease in with the fart story because you texted over fart story.
Just the words
Right.
fart story, yeah.
You can. I'm just
Very
kidding.
nice.
You can look at the paper.
I don't want you to.
Nope, not
Yeah.
allowed.
And these are all. We don't always get to everything on the list,
It's impossible.
That's just there for when we need it. You know what I mean? It's
but things can carry over. That's the beauty. But the things that we absolutely have to get to today are the taste tests.
Yeah.
If you listen to last week's episode, you know we talked about weird things that we ate as children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about me and about Brad.
Uh-huh.
But then a weird thing that you eat as a fully formed adult, which is just thinly sliced cold hot dog pieces dipped in like a tomato sauce kind of a dipping
It's
like
ketchup, you dick. It's called ketchup, you dick.
All right.
tomato. I like tomato. It's more of a tomato
I was
sauce. But,
trying to make it sound better
right,
for you.
and I was going to say if you want to refer to them as medallions, just
Oh,
to
that's
help
a
you
good idea.
feel
I
better
don't-
as we talk about this gross thing that you do to the current day as a fully formed adult.
Listen to
horrendous.
me.
Stop talking.
Nope.
You can call them medallions, and I won't shit all over it immediately.
Right.
So please feel free, church it up a bit.
You guys are talking down to me like I'm fucking ashamed. And I'm not. All right. I have been ever since last weekend, I have been ridiculed. I have been
Fair.
ripped apart. The internet has had a field day with this.
Warranted.
But I'm not ashamed.
Well, if I can real quick, just your mistake there. We're not yelling at you like you're ashamed. We're yelling at you like we're ashamed of you.
That's right.
So
I agree.
that's what it is.
That means nothing to me.
So
Yeah.
and mine from my childhood. Now I've also taken some heat for this, and I want to remind people that I was like 8 years old when I did this.
Sure.
And I used to make, because we were poverty.
So pov.
Our mother was very, very disappointed to hear all this and has a totally different recollection
Dude, she was legit upset.
of the 80s and early 90s than I do.
Yeah, no.
Because she's like, we had snacks everywhere. And I'm like,
if
Mom,
we
no.
were in poverty, then how could I buy so
Trust
much
me.
cocaine?
Right. If we had a bunch of ho-hos and ding-dongs and stuff, you think your son would be eating graham cracker and processed cheese sandwiches.
Yeah,
the answer is maybe. I probably still would have tried it. I'm adventurous.
Right.
It's really gross.
Kids are wild like that.
Really
But I
gross.
used to eat those as a child. I revisited them once as an adult because I told my kids about a snack I used to eat, and they were like, you know. And I was like, I'm going to revisit.
Eric,
I'm going to
there we
make
go.
you guys try.
Lost aura with his kids on that one.
El Riz, Skibbity.
I don't have the aura with my kids. My kids' friends all think I'm awesome. My kids all think I'm a
Not
nerd.
so much, yeah.
It's like they know the real you.
Right.
know?
So we've got that coming up. That has to happen today. The other thing that has to happen today is Halloween talk, because it is
This is be the Halloween episode.
Here we are.
Essentially,
it
right?
is fast
Here we are.
approaching. We each have a list of top 5 favorite Halloween candies.
Yes, sir.
I went ahead and put together a list of like bottom 5.
Sure.
I was not prepared for bottom 5, but I can certainly wing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can react to mine if you've got nothing. Sure. You know, it. So we'll get to that too. And then, did you do a burp? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh no. So
Let them fly.
Hold those in.
We can have more than 100 farts so far on the show, and I do 2 burps on a Sunday morning. And all of a sudden, I'm a piece of shit. Huh?
I never called you that. You're putting words in my
Yeah,
mouth.
well,
And I'm gonna put my foot
I
in
can
yours.
see into both of your eyes.
Well,
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
already-
sorry. My friend is so rude.
it's already contentious here on a Sunday morning.
If you don't get your fucking hand out of my face, I swear to God. Okay, everybody, I'm cool.
you put your
I'm
finger
cool.
in my face again, you're gonna be pulling back a nub.
All right.
Bradley, goddamn Bodine.
Are you guys?
Yeah, no, you're fine, Eric. Go ahead
We're
and say
good.
words.
We're good.
We have a heated, ongoing debate for years and years. The question of who is Halloween?
I am.
That's clearly me. Brad, were you were you throwing your name in the hat here too, or were you just trying
No,
to come?
I'm a September baby.
Okay.
I have a lot of Halloween in me, but I don't claim to be Halloween
All right.
necessarily myself. At least not with the same kind of rice that you guys do with October birthdays
Makes
and
sense.
whatnot.
Yeah.
So
So my brother Nick and I will then present our arguments at some
Okay.
point in the show as to who is Halloween.
I feel like I can mediate, arbitrate, that sort of thing.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Mediate arbitrarily.
Maybe be the third party to judge.
Yeah.
You
We
know.
can also leave it up to the to the public,
You decide.
to John Q. JQP.
Consider
great
me a
movie.
debate moderator.
All right.
Okay. Don't you? All right. No.
Well, Nick
So-
wins. Nick's October.
We got a few other things, and Nick wins. Yeah, that's why I wanted to leave it in the hands of the public and not your best friend, where you can just throw out a fart sound and win him over completely.
Hey, Brad. Who's October, bud?
Oh, shit. Yeah. No, it's for sure Nick Pettigo.
Yeah, I lose, I guess. My argument was not.
Well, how many fart noises do you have on your sound pad?
Let's see.
Nope. Nope, that's not it.
No,
I got
actually.
one more.
I just want I just want to point something out real quick because I feel like this entire episode is just people arguing with me.
Okay.
Like that's what we're about to do. And like I'm cool with it. It's really early. So, I'm sorry in advance for how actually angry I'm probably about to get.
What do you mean by that?
So the question is,
Yeah.
where do we go from here? Do we start eating food, or we hold off on that? Let's do Halloween.
Dealer's choice, buddy.
Let's do Halloween.
Let's do Halloween.
Okay.
for sure.
I'm in the Halloween spirit. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's start lighthearted.
Absolutely.
And do the candy list.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we won't be mad at each other until a little bit later.
Yeah. This is good.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay.
Is
yeah.
it? All right.
Excellent
done.
contribution.
Thank you, Nick. You know,
Nailed it.
100%.
something tells me you're October, but I don't know what it is.
Wow.
I got hairy legs.
So how should we do this? Should we go around and each give our number 5?
Yeah,
and then-
yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I will say before I get started, I've got 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
Because top 5 is tough. And when I was making my list, I feel like there are some overlooked Halloween candies that
Sure.
deserve acknowledgement,
Sure.
but don't make my top 5.
Sure. Feel like you're a bit of an overachiever, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's done what's
It's got to be far in life.
You guys do me a favor, do a
Hasn't
top
hindered you,
5.
you know?
Anyway, I got 10, but
So in total,
I'm-
guys, I have 13
Cool.
candies to talk
No.
about. My name's Eric Pedigo. I
Be-
only asked for 5.
we're getting along.
Being shamed for content contribution is awesome.
It's not very Halloween.
Good work,
Not
guys.
very Halloween
Yeah.
of you, Eric.
Yes.
Way to try hard,
Oh,
sissy.
you brought things to talk about, jerk.
Look at me, I'm
Yeah.
Pedigo. I'm prepared.
Look at you bringing topics to a podcast.
Fucking get
Oh, you
over
want to
yourself.
talk about something you thought about, Brad? We have a lot to talk about. Probably not. But anyways, I have 13
No,
candies when I asked for 5.
That's cool.
if
No, just
anybody-
insert your contribution 7 minutes before the podcast starts.
I texted everybody about 20 before it started, so it's okay.
Oh my god.
Going at it today.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're getting hot. boys.
Honorable mentions. Candy corn.
Ooh,
People hate candy corn.
yeah,
I'm going to stick up for candy corn.
fair enough.
I like a handful of it,
Right.
and that's it.
Okay.
After that, it's like, that's too much. But I like a handful. Give me a handful.
Sure.
No, man.
It signifies the arrival.
That
You start
part's
seeing candy
Fair
corn.
enough. Yeah. Then, you know.
Yeah, I like what it looks like.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Yeah, I figured it was just decoration.
I don't look at it and go, oh man. I taste it and then I go, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about it, but ultimately, it's like you're allowed to like stuff.
It's
dude.
yeah, and it's like I said, I like some of them. I like the ones with the chocolate at the bottom more than the reg.
This fucking guy.
And the pumpkins are a little too much.
Right.
I'll
It's
eat
a
a few,
whole-
but
it's
they're a
lot.
little too much.
I think the pumpkins are probably the worst version.
just
okay.
too big of a
Fair.
glob of marzipan to really.
All right, we can agree on that.
Yeah.
So my other honorable mention, dots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love dots.
Dots isn't making anybody's top 5 list.
No, it's an old people candy to me.
But when you're stealing your kids' trick-or-treat candy and there's the little box of dots in
Yeah.
there, am I a monster? I just pop the whole thing in my mouth. I mean, not the box itself, but all the contents of the box.
All at the same time?
All dots,
That's
yeah.
pretty monstrous. Yeah, but
I'm gonna go after you for a second here.
Okay.
I don't like dots, and therefore I don't like Eric Pedigo anymore
Hey.
after learning this. Just kidding.
All right.
But I don't like dots. They've always been, as far as I eat a dot, and it turns out I want a gummy candy, but I got a dot. And the dots don't
is a-
have a necessarily, it's not a bouncy gummy structure. It's sitting somewhere between a gummy and a wax
It's a
candy.
firm gummy.
Right.
It is.
Firm gummy.
It doesn't bounce or anything. It sticks in your crevasses more. Now, not as bad as a sugar daddy, but because sugar daddies will straight yank out your teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I've never been
all
a
right.
huge fan on dots.
Fair enough.
I think that a lot of
Honorable
people's
mention.
complaint against dots is that it gets stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
I like that part.
You just keep on. I just keep
yeah.
on licking.
I'm
and
snacking on it for
Yeah.
hours.
It turns
Agreed.
one of your molars into a sucker for a little
There
bit.
it is.
That's great.
And so along those same lines, milk duds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love milk duds. Eat those the same way too. Open the box, dump all of it in my mouth.
Oh no.
The small snack size ones, bro.
Yeah, no, I understand
Not like
that.
a
I'm just
full
you can
box.
you can still
Go into
savor
the movie
this.
theater
Nah,
and
no
pour
need.
47 milk duds into your gullet at one time.
No need to savor.
Savor it for what? Because I've got my top 5 to get to. So I'm not trying to just hang out with milk duds all day.
Again, not a fan of milk duds either, but
Okay.
it's the malt was never a thing. Like malt balls and milk duds, things like that, were never huge for me.
I don't have Whoppers on the list, but I do enjoy those as well.
No.
Moderation, though, you can have too many.
Yeah.
All right.
You feel sick after you have enough Whoppers. And
Nick, shut
it's
up about milk duds and Whoppers. We're trying to move on. My
Yep.
God, not October.
All right, give us, Nick, start with your number 5.
Snickers.
Snickers is 5, huh?
The little tiny snack size ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
Especially because my youngest boy is allergic to those, so I always end up with like an influx of Snickers around this time of year.
Lucky you.
And I look forward to
Not
it.
for the allergy, but for
I'm so lucky that Rocky's allergic to peanuts.
For the Snickers influx. Bradley, you're number 5.
My number 5 is a Twix, believe it or not.
Okay. Both candy bars on my list, just so you know, but I love Twix. But I mean, okay. I like both.
We're
That's
fine.
a fair enough
We're
number
fine so
5,
far. Yeah, we're
Yep,
fine.
yep. My number 5, Butterfinger.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Loved the Halloween Bart Simpson commercials and so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
It always connected Treehouse of Horror and Halloween and candy nostalgia in my brain.
They Butterfingers also get stuck in your teeth
Yeah,
They do.
for
Yeah.
a little bit, but I like them. I mean, it's a unique candy bar, and I enjoy it.
Nothing like a Butterfinger. Hey, list Butterfinger's competitor. You can't because there ain't one.
There isn't.
Yeah, no. There's nothing that even
Right.
comes close to what that is. Do you guys remember Butterfinger BBs?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the best version
Yeah.
of
Those were
Butterfingers, I
good.
think.
Yeah.
And then they took them away.
Better go your number 4.
The little fun-size bags of Skittles. I look forward to those.
Skittles.
Hella. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you get the mixed berry variety. Sometimes you get OG. Either way, you get a delicious fruity treat.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Usually,
We're getting along, guys.
Yeah.
This is nice.
I like Skittles just fine. I'm not kicking them out of bed.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
I'm eating them Skittles. Typically, in our household, that's one of the last remaining items in the candy dish after Halloween.
Fair.
Skittles?
Skittles and Starbursts
Wow.
are usually there at the end.
Are you guys more of a chocolate family?
Oh.
Chocolate people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same. My list is mostly chocolate.
Yep.
That's fine.
Bradley, number 4.
My 4 would be a split between something like Skittles
okay.
or the last remaining chocolates in the bag, Three Musketeers. And those are only there because they're the last ones in the pillowcase, brother. And you're
right.
like, well, I've ran through the others.
I have a few things to say about this.
Sure.
One,
Pillowy.
you put 2 into 1. You can't. It's a
Right,
You
it's-
did 2.
you just-
gotta
Sorry,
say
I should have had
mention.
honorable mention.
Yeah.
Honorable mention. Let's rewind. Honorable mention. Snickers or Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
All right, my number 4, Snickers or Three Musketeers.
Yeah, you did 2 into 1.
Fucking, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I just.
It's because Twix ranks below that.
Second thing, Three Musketeers, dude.
Right.
All right. All right. Anyhow,
I told you guys why, and this is, I've already justified everything,
Okay.
which is this is the last thing in the pillowcase that's chocolatey. We can agree on chocolatey treats.
okay.
Yeah.
Third here.
Yeah.
Pillowcase.
Oh, it's well, if you don't have, see, before everybody just got buckets. I grew up impoverished as well. I'm surprised your poor mother didn't do this to you as well. Just grab you a pillowcase. Dude.
No, our mom
Go out
loved
and-
us. She got us
Yeah, she
good
loved us.
buckets. She got us 5-gallon buckets.
Doesn't sound very impoverished
It's like
to me. So
the other 364 days of the year, no snacks. But she was going to make sure that one day we were able to get snacks.
exactly.
All right.
No, dude, grab you a pillowcase.
Okay. My number 4 is Twix. I love Twix.
Absolutely.
Just and it was tough, man. My number 4 through number 1 pretty much interchangeable. I'm gonna be
It's-
honest. I love them all significantly.
Mine is actually very, like I thought about it. You know what I
Me
mean?
too. Yeah, me too.
Mine is very, I have a favorite. I have a second favorite. I
It's
have
in
a
the
third
correct
favorite.
order, but it depends on my mood. Sometimes there are times in my life when I'm just munching on a Twix, and I'm like, does it really get any better than this? Right here, right now, this Twix in my mouth.
So you're a right side Twix guy as well?
I
Which side do you eat
I've
first?
dabbled with the left.
Okay.
You know, I switch it up.
Sometimes you got to take that left hand path, brother. and Just get you.
You got to use that left sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Switch things up a little bit.
And with the left. Be
You
like,
know.
well, who's this now?
Just feels different.
Yeah.
All right, you're number 3, Nick Pettigo.
Starburst. I'm a big
You're a
fruity
fruit
candy,
candy
guy.
guy,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're a fruit
I
candy
really
guy.
am.
How many high chews you got in your pocket right now?
0. I have several in my book bag over there, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Might have to whip those bad boys out at some point.
One chilling over there
Yeah.
too. And
The only
candy
reason
bowl.
that high chews didn't make my list is that I didn't even know they existed until a few months ago.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, so
They've never made it through a Halloween yet.
exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
At least not that I was aware of.
I never knew about them either, and now I see them everywhere, and I'm like, have those always been there?
I'm not a fruit candy guy that much. Like,
That's all right.
I like it because it's sugar.
Yeah.
And sugar is addictive.
Yeah.
Right. The brain says, yeah.
Yeah.
But-
The brain says, "Oh, thanks for this."
But fruit candy to me just tastes too artificially, chemically
I understand.
to just love it so much. Like, I'll knock out a few.
I
I'm not a
understand.
monster.
There are some flavors that I absolutely detest.
Which are?
Orange.
Okay.
That's the main one.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
so that
really?
works out for us.
I love oranges. I love orange juice. But for some reason, orange flavoring, I feel like maybe I got sick on it or something as a kid. Maybe that had something to do with it. But, like, I think it's disgusting.
Okay. Question. What about grape? Is that along the same lines? Because
Grape is hit and miss.
I think this might stem back. I think back when we were younger, they tried to make our medicine taste better, and they'd inject some flavors, and grape was definitely one of them. There might have been some orange.
I think you're right, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably what it is.
So, what is the artificial fruit flavor that tastes the most like its natural counterpart?
I know the exact answer to this, and it's because
I'm curious.
It's because your dad proved it to me.
Okay.
P9, Randy.
I wanna hear this.
Your dad has Concord grapevines
Yeah.
out on his property. All right.
Yep.
I tasted an actual Concord grape for the first time out there because he was like, "Brad, pick you one of them grapes."
Yep.
I'm
Sounds like
ready to go.
Yep. That sounds just
And I'm like, yeah,
it.
you are. That's I already knew that though. But I tried a grape
He holds that first when he.
for the. So I tried that grape, and it tasted exactly like artificial grape flavor.
Yeah, it's
which
crazy.
Then it turns out artificial grape flavoring tastes exactly like Concord grapes.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
And I was like, this is the first one I've ever had.
Up until, I tried one of those. I was like, why do they call this grape flavor? You know, and then
Exactly.
it's like, oh,
Brad, number 3.
My number 3 is
Abrupt.
Kit Kats.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
Can't
at
argue with
all.
it. Kit Kats, good bar right there.
So good.
I love
a
it
good
that we're
one.
getting along, you guys.
Yeah. So good.
Kit Kats.
So much better than fruit candy.
Sure. Yeah, 100%. If you put even the
Stupid
best
ass
fruit candy in front of me.
candy.
I don't know who
Idiot.
these fruit candy people are, but I never want to meet them.
I love that we're getting along. It's nice.
My number 3, Baby Ruth.
Hell
The
yeah.
baby.
Hell yeah.
Hard to argue with a good Ruth. Everybody loves a good Ruth. Thing about Baby Ruth, same exact ingredients as Snickers.
Yep. Just
Just no chocolate outer.
nope. There's chocolate
There's
out. You
chocolate
might
out.
be
You're
thinking
thinking
payday.
I am thinking
Yeah.
payday.
No, it is. It's the exact same as Snickers, but just kind of different.
Levels. Yeah,
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
A Baby Ruth does not have a layer of nougat.
Sure
Yes,
does.
it does.
No, it does not.
Yep.
Brad,
Nougat, caramel.
when I say
peanuts.
same exact ingredients.
Yeah. Fuck you think this is?
Yeah.
Did you bring the receipts? Okay.
Anyhow, but Baby Ruth's excellent. Really, really good. I mean,
100%
it's our
fair.
mom's favorite, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Kathy Calvert.
she doesn't quite do the same thing that our dad
Okay.
does. But I wish she did. She needs to maybe think about it.
Hey, go.
Yeah. For my number 2.
Number 2.
and this might be controversial. We'll see.
ready.
I love those caramel apple suckers.
Yeah.
Another fruit thing. Who would have thought?
But at
Those
least
are good.
there's
There's
at
a
least
little-
he's got the caramel in there
It's got
too.
a little bit of cram on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that's another case of you're snacking on it for hours because it gets stuck, dude. But it's just
That's
so
another
good.
candy that if you are getting adventurous and eating it wrong, you could pull out a tooth with it. Too.
Yeah.
I've
100%.
pulled a filling straight out of my head with one of those.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Anyway, delicious.
I haven't
What a way
had
to
one
go.
since, but yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah,
really
Dude,
good.
You mix one of those suckers with just a little bit of mouth blood, dude. Out of this world.
Get that coppery flavor.
Yeah.
I will say, as far as
that
artificial flavors
umami.
tasting like the real thing, those taste a lot like caramel apples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
A lot like caramel apples.
not much to it, man.
Those are really good. I'm not going to make fun of you.
Okay, great.
I'm not going to make fun of you.
That's refreshing.
You
Thank
are
you.
not a giant piece of shit for that. It's pretty cool, dude.
Brad?
My number 2 would be Snickers.
Okay.
Fair
Classic.
enough. Yeah. You know, nothing to say much about it besides that's a really good bar and everybody knows it.
Everybody loves Brad. Everybody loves Snickers.
Is that the most common? I feel like after trick-or-treating, there are more versions like fun-size, bite-sized Snickers in the bag than anything.
I think there's 2 that take that top slot, and the other one is my number 1 as well. So we can just Eric Pedigo.
All right, my 2 is Kit Kat. We don't need to. We've already brought up Kit Kats. I will say this: Kit Kats are the best candy bar for having the least amount of bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no nuts. There's no caramel.
Yeah.
It's just chocolate and wafer.
Yeah.
All it is.
Straight to the point.
Like,
So
is there
good,
even
though.
on that wafer or the layers in between it like a peanut buttery thing, or is it
No.
just also chocolate?
Oh, you know what that is?
What is it?
All right. So that is, they take like kind of the waste. It's not, you shouldn't call it waste because
Yeah.
it's not.
I would've
it's-
started different.
It's like the leftover pieces of their wafer when they're like making things.
Okay.
And they like ground them up and like mix it with their chocolate and they make like a paste out of it
So
and
it's a
layer the
chocolate
wafers.
wafer paste
Yeah.
between the wafers
Yes.
that are covered in the chocolate.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So I'm eating millions of mini Kit Kats
Oh,
as I'm
buddy.
eating a
That's what makes
regular
them so
Kit Kat.
good.
That's excellent.
Love Kit Kats. Me, dude. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I am getting hungry.
I mean, it's breakfast time. Pedigo, you're number 1.
My number 1 won't be controversial. It's the Reese's Pumpkins.
Okay.
Reese's Pumpkins, specifically the pumpkins, because Halloween, that makes sense.
Yeah, and oh man, oh god, I look forward to seeing that happy little chocolatey peanut buttery
Right,
face.
right,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, my number 1, Reese's in general, of
Just-
any
okay.
shape, but pumpkins included. The holiday Reese's are appealing because there's a
Absolutely.
little more peanut butter to the chocolate ratio.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like them in any ratio, and that was the other one of my. What are the top 2 favorites, so to speak? If there was a favorite Halloween candy, it's got to be between Reese's and Snickers, in my mind.
I'll eat Reese's. I love Reese's.
Whoa,
Oh, God.
what's happening?
It didn't make my list is all.
Reese's
make my
didn't
list.
make that list. You
didn't make
have
my list.
fucking Whoppers
Hold
and Dots.
Nope, didn't have Whoppers. Pay attention.
You said that Whoppers were your absolute favorite candy in the world.
So
and you
Reese's,
don't
hold
have
on.
Rewind.
on
Reese's didn't even make your honorable mention.
Because it doesn't need to. Because
Why?
it's well respected.
Not by you, apparently.
Not true.
You give it
Nobody
no
likes-
honor.
Nobody respects Snickers.
Not tr- okay, Snickers, that's my number 1. Snickers is my number 1.
But Reese's didn't make the list.
But Reese's didn't make my
Because
top
it's already
5.
so
And I
well
didn't
respected.
need to put it in the honorable mention because I put in 3 candies that are overlooked in the honorable mentions just to bring them attention that they wouldn't normally get. Reese's gets plenty of attention. Reese's doesn't need me.
I don't know. There's this whole
Dude,
song and dance around your list, dude.
If I had to
and
do
I
a
don't
top
like it.
10,
I don't
Reese's would
like
be
it.
in my top
Your
10.
list is so
At what number?
convoluted and
11?
pretentious.
That's not within the top 10. That's bad math.
Bull, that sounds like something crazy you would do with your list,
12.
Eric Pedigo, because you're like,
No,
"Whoop."
you're the one who adds multiple pieces of candy to one number. So
You're the one that doesn't have Reese's on your Halloween candy
I'd
list.
have it at 9
You
and
are
a
the
half.
outlayer.
How's that? Outlayer?
Yeah, you are laying out. Getting a tan.
You said it wrong.
I don't give a shit. You wrote a list wrong because there ain't Reese's on it, dude.
It's whatever, bro.
Anyway, shout outs Brethany.
Yeah. I mean, I love Reese's. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, hey man.
Don't get me wrong. I'll eat them. But I like the 5 I have better. And then I wanted to bring attention to 3 that I feel don't get enough credit.
Sure. They're always in the bag.
That's what I'm saying. And they always get eaten. Candy corn was the, I understand what I did there.
You know
I
what you did.
Yeah.
You know what you were doing.
But it doesn't matter because my list is the valid list because I am Halloween. Okay.
I don't know. See, do you think Halloween would have Reese's on its top 5 candy list? I
Yep.
think it would,
Yep.
considering that's the one everybody wants.
I think it's time to make this happen. Brad's got a tea time coming up.
Yeah, what time is it? Jesus
8:30.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
All right. So I'll make this short
make your
but sweet.
case.
All right.
Just do your best.
First of all, I'm Halloween. My birthday is October 13th. Sometimes my birthday is Friday the 13th. I grew up watching horror movies. I still, for the most part, mainly watch horror movies when it's time to watch a movie. I've done Put your fucking hand down.
I'm just counting points.
Okay.
This isn't.
I have done
Don't gotta yell.
haunted houses. Well, I'm getting fired up. You're getting me fired up.
About to lose a point.
I don't care about points. I've done haunted houses, haunted hay rides for, probably at least 10 years. I have dope costumes. I get super duper spooky for your Halloween parties. Mm-hmm. People go, you look real cool and scary. And I go, you're goddamn right. Also, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so that last one's
Ran
an
out of steam
opinion.
there.
We won't necessarily call that a point, but as we're sitting, Nick's got 9 valid.
Okay.
Well, one more thing.
Okay.
I just feel like in general, I like scary stuff more than you do.
Okay.
10 valid.
Right. So it's a numeric thing. It's not.
Somewhat.
It's not the
and again,
weight
this is
of. Okay.
just
I just want to make sure you got it all out of your system.
the weight of it contributes to the yes or no factor of that numeric value. Like,
So
there was
how
a
many
couple
did he
things.
have?
He had 10 total.
All right. So hold your hands back up.
There were like 4 or 5 things Nick said that I did not count.
I thought about one more thing, and I'm sorry, but I feel like it's the best point. I feel like it's the best point.
Okay.
I have worked extra hard at the haunted house this year while you canceled your Halloween party. Continue.
That's 11. All right, Eric Pettigo.
All right. Hands back up. Not even a Scorpio. So put one finger down. This guy's not even a Scorpio.
Scorpions don't have anything to do with Halloween.
they do.
Starting
No,
on
they
the
don't.
wrong.
Halloween
Nobody
falls
said-
within the Scorpio
So?
range. This guy's like a Gemini. I don't even know.
I'm a Libra.
It
You
doesn't
dick.
matter.
That doesn't count.
matter.
That's why I'm so artistic.
So tell me this. Who, by the way, I've not canceled the Halloween party. It just hasn't been set yet.
Fucking
some
set it, dude.
All right. Yeah, I know. Hey, I know.
Go on.
Okay.
Go on. We're waiting.
Who, for as long as you've been alive, has year after year put together the Halloween party that you and so many others attend with music and costumes? Who is associated with the party that Halloween is attached to? Who is it? You tell me.
This dude Jeff that I know.
No, it's not Jeff. Okay.
You.
No,
Is it
it's
your-
me. It's me.
That's why I just yelled at you about
Because
canceling
since
it.
the 80s, I have been having Halloween parties year after year. When I was in 4th grade, I had 75. I'm not even joking. The first boy-girl party in Chatham-Glenwood history was my Halloween party with 75 people, and we did haunted hay rides.
It was cool.
It
I
was
remember that
awesome.
stuff. Yeah.
Eric
Right?
threw the first intergender
It's
ice
true.
cream social in Chatham.
There was no ice cream, but you know what there was? Candy corn
Gross.
and Snickers.
All right, so point Eric Pettigo.
Yeah, lots of hand holding going on.
Oh,
on there.
hand holding, that's another. Just kidding.
All right. So that has been happening. That carried on through my entire young life until my young adult life.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
I assembled not just Halloween parties, but Halloween blowouts that people still talk about to this day with hundreds of people attending.
They were great.
Live music.
Sure.
They were great.
Like big to-dos, not just, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
Like flyers were passed around town and
Yeah.
people still, this is 20 years later, people still bring these up. These sickest Halloween parties this town has ever seen.
They were great.
Thrown by me.
They happened one
Point
night
good.
a year.
You know, hey, just to
One-
help you out a bit, how many parties did Nick throw?
A zero.
Well,
Zero parties.
Always went to yours.
And who says, hey, Nick, you remember that time 20 years ago you did a haunted house? I remember specifically. Nobody. But people say, yeah, they'll be like, you did a good job this year. That was fun, which you did.
You're just not in the conversations.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They probably don't consider you Halloween enough. I'm sorry. This isn't. It's not my time.
It's not. You.
Eric Pettigo's got a point
You know
on
what
that.
I feel like? I feel like I'm fighting my opponent and the moderator.
This is a special guest referee match here. It's going down.
checking.
It's like, what do you think Stone Cold's going to do as a special guest referee?
Look, I'm about to catch a stunner. All right. So the parties aside, now think of this: who year in and year out, Halloween time, has the best Halloween decorations at their residence? Who is
Between
it?
the two of you. Jeff, yeah, for
do
sure.
Jeff. I know, yeah.
It's definitely me.
Knock one more off the list for Eric Pettigrew.
It's definitely me. I have the house in my neighborhood that everybody talks about, that the kids have to build their courage up year after year to just muster up everything they have inside to walk up and get some milk duds. That's my house. And then you know what I do for them, for building up their courage?
You do what I do for the entire month of October,
I
and you
do
dress
that.
in a costume and you scare them.
I do
get
that
it,
at my
dude.
house.
Yeah, good for
That's
you.
my house.
Yeah. What you're
What's
saying
got-
is you do it in a less professional manner than he does.
Hey,
I get
Brad,
it. That's fine.
I've
It's a
got no
odd
help.
point to Mac.
What
What
does
I'm
the
saying is I
inside
do
of my
this.
house look like all year round? Huh? What's it look like?
Looks like Halloween.
Let me make something very clear.
Okay.
Halloween comes once a year.
Not for
if
me,
you're,
baby.
If you're Halloween all year, you're
am.
not Halloween. That's
Hold on.
something different.
Hold on.
Hold on.
How did you start that statement? If you are Halloween all year,
All
are you
year.
telling me that I'm Halloween
I'm
all
telling
year?
you that what you think is that you're
Bitch.
Halloween all year, but if you listen to the end of what I said, that's something different. That's not Halloween.
Yeah, it's a mental
that
illness.
is Halloween all
there
year.
it is.
I don't know, man.
There
That sounds
it
like
is.
you're trying to argue your way out of a hole you argued yourself into.
What I'm saying is Halloween comes once a year, and when it gets here, nobody is more Halloween than me.
Sure. Is
Because on my own, look, you had your time, and I sat quietly.
I did mine very quickly
That's very
because
true.
it's like, oh, we got a tea time. We got to get out of here. I'm like, all right, let me make this short and sweet.
I
And then
sat
you've just
quietly.
been flapping your gums
I've
for the
been-
last 5 to 10 minutes.
On
Only-
a single point.
Only
Yeah, that
because
was
every point I've made has been argued with.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because they're bad
Instead of
points.
letting
I don't
me-
know. What-
Because
Let
they're
me
bad
say-
points. Because on my own, I
Aside from the party.
transform my whole
No,
yard into a spook.
We can
a
all
spook
freely
fest
admit
that scares people.
that you went on a braggadocious tirade
My
about your
God,
ability to
this
throw
guy.
Halloween parties.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not the truth.
Okay.
It is the truth.
All right.
But
Anyhow.
you really loved talking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on camera.
Yeah.
And my birthday is closer.
That's a point. Fair enough.
It's a point.
So
It's a point.
the topic of conversation
What was
is...
your first argument?
Hold on.
My birthday is October
Hold on.
13th.
No,
Okay.
Can I finish?
No.
The topic
Guys.
of the conversation
No.
is who is Halloween.
Right.
And then you said, you're Halloween all year round. That's weird.
Right,
That's
that
why
pretty much-
that's why I'm not Halloween.
That pretty much
Yeah.
wipes the board Nick
Fuck.
Pettigre's Halloween. But also,
nah.
his point about his birthday being October 13th wasn't, here's my October birthday. It's the birthday is the 13th.
It's creepy.
Which is a creepy number. Lands on Friday the 13th, 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 13th.
Once every 7 years.
Right. Even more special. You know, scarcity makes
Yeah.
things more expensive.
And what I'm saying is Halloween comes once a year. So you can't
Right.
really be Halloween
Not
all
when
year.
you are
You
Halloween.
can just be a creepy dude who's into weird shit.
That makes you not Halloween.
That's
That
what you are.
mindset right there
No.
means that you're not Halloween. You did.
No, because
you're
you know
Halloween
why?
for a month. You're Halloween for a few days, tops.
Right. You're
Okay.
The Rock coming back after making Jumanji.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but I peak out higher.
Hi, I just got done filming Walking Tall. I'm gonna be in the WWE for a couple months. My name's Eric Pettigrew.
Your creepiness lasts 12 months, which is weird. Mine is for 1 month and
now he's
peaks
just-
higher, which is normal.
now he's
you know
just
what?
going for
When
insults.
When December
Right, you know?
comes around, I'm Christmas, baby.
I'm not.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's Halloween.
I'm fucking Halloween, aren't I, bro?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah.
And that's not normal.
You got a hockey.
All right.
Hey, you
When
got a
things-
hockey mask in your fucking.
When November
Christmas
rolls
tree?
around,
Uh-huh.
I'm Thanksgiving.
I'm Halloween, bitch.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Happy Easter, Halloween.
like if the contest is who's the creepier dude in general, you win. Congratulations.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm fine with
He
that.
is Halloween.
Yeah.
But when Halloween time rolls around, which is all that matters, because if it's January and you're like, "Buh," nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like.
Yeah, you are. Oh,
Yeah.
it's January. I'm
That's
Halloween.
That's what you think
Ooh.
Halloween is,
Yeah.
bro?
I mean, that's what it
That's-
is for this guy.
that
It's
in
like I
itself.
He
scare
doesn't
people.
know.
Anyhow.
You-
Yeah.
Anyhow,
You know what you should
I
take?
thought this episode-
You know what you should take?
Ah.
The L.
Oh,
I think you would have
stole my line.
Eric, I thought you would have a lot stronger case.
I
Your
did too.
points were strong. The ones that do work.
They were
Your
all strong.
party, your birthday, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
There are things that make you Halloween.
My
But,
yard, what I do,
dude,
my
sure.
notoriety,
The effort
around the
you put
community.
into it. Absolutely. Absolutely. But
Yeah, I don't.
I am flabbergasted by a couple of the points you tried to make and frame that in the way that they would make you more Halloween when they clearly did not.
What, that I celebrate other holidays?
Sure.
Okay.
And you're allowed to.
Okay.
But the point isn't like, is it cool or not to celebrate other holidays? Is it Halloween? If you're not being Halloween.
Be fair, the points that I lose on are that I don't do a haunted house, which is a big production with a bunch of help from a lot of people.
That's just a way he gains a point.
And that I don't watch horror movies that much.
That's
a big one, actually.
That's a pretty big one.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, no, I love Halloween. I'm not really into like spooky stuff though. I don't really like feeling scared.
Yeah, no, what you're telling us, Eric, is you like autumn.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Same.
Not a Halloween thing.
And let me say, I don't think that you are not a Halloween person.
Mm-hmm.
The argument is who is Halloween.
Who is
and
Halloween?
let me
And
say,
I am.
I have before in the past said, hey, buddy, it's both of us. Right? And you,
This is
in your inferiority complex, can't let it go.
this is
We're both Halloween, buddy. We do it different.
this is how I left your party a couple years ago. We're gonna reenact it, okay? We got to do just a little bit of super cute role play.
All right.
You know what, buddy? This was a great party. Hey, we're both Halloween.
Yeah.
Bit more than me, me more than you, but I fucked it up. Fuck! Oh no!
Well, I guess Eric Pedigo's Halloween.
No, fuck that,
dude.
Fuck that. I had you shaking my hand, and I was like, certainly me more than you, but
You.
yeah.
Anyhow, you are certainly a lot Halloween. I'm not taking anything away from you, but I don't think you're more Halloween.
I think the world has heard your points,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm just saying.
And I think we can leave it in the hands of the consumer
Okay.
to decide. Chime off in the comments section and let us know who you think is more Halloween. Is it Nick Pedigo or Eric Pedigo?
We got to do a taste test.
We are going to. Oh, I thought you were eating the paper for a second.
Dude, I'm spitting out my gum.
I thought
So
you went, we got to do a taste test. Let me eat a bit of paper.
All right, we are doing this taste test, and I can't wait. Pego, I love you, buddy. I'm sorry
I
about
love
the
you too. Yeah,
inferiority
yeah.
complex.
So last week on the show, we talked about crazy foods we ate as kids, just cheap poverty snack kind of deals.
Yes.
What'd you come up with that was weird? So on and so forth. I had just a bite out of a raw hot dog out of the
Oh,
fridge.
God. Dude, it's so early in the morning, and I'm looking at a pack of cold hot dogs.
Eric
I'm not
Pedigo
looking forward to
had
this at
Oh,
all.
God damn it.
graham crackers and American cheese.
Graham cracker cheese sandwich.
Which I am interested to see how that dichotomy plays in my mouth.
a little sweet, little savory.
Right, and I'm a big fan of that sort of thing. So
Right.
that's where my interest is garnered here. And Nick Pedigo is gracefully preparing some raw dog that we will be putting some catsup upon.
I mean, you got to slice it up.
It has to be sliced into medallions. Thank you.
Yeah, and a little
Oh,
dollop of ketchup.
Get you just a little bit of sup. Let's see if we can.
Which one are we doing first?
Let's start with the dog so we can wash it down with something good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, I'm leaking hot dog juice on your table, Brad.
HDJ.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
He just put that ass on the camera. That's cool. So while Brad, wipes all this shit up, let me get these dogs prepared. Very finely sliced, okay?
Yep.
It's back on the screen.
Little guys.
Oh, that's how it's got to be. Just razor thin.
Little tiny guys.
Oh, those will just melt in your mouth, I bet. Just
Let me
scary.
show these on the camera real quick.
Yeah. Show the people at home.
Get a real good shot.
I mean, you guys can keep talking. while
Yeah,
I'm
no,
doing
we're
this, right?
gonna-
No, I'm back now.
I just so you know, I wasn't.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't gonna finger your guys' cheese.
Oh,
So
thank you.
y'all can finger your own cheese.
Thank you.
F your own C. And you can help yourself to your own delicious graham crackers. But here's the deal. You got to take a full graham cracker piece, break her in half. You'll notice that is a good size. All right? Then you just boom.
Okay, so we are going with a full square.
Oh.
And you're making a Sam.
Yeah, dude. It's a graham
Okay.
cracker and cheese sandwich.
Okay.
Brad, if you would.
Oh, please.
You guys,
I
this
just got
is
some dog from my boy.
Okay.
this is not.
Where's my fork?
I stole your fork.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
very sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
Could I get a gram, please?
Oh, certainly. Don't
First,
mind if I do. Here you go.
take the mallow. Then you take the gram.
All right.
Are we doing the full slice of cheese?
Yeah, bro. It's a full-on
Dude,
sandwich. You got to finish it.
I thought this was a sample.
I have to finish
you
it.
gotta finish it.
Yeah, you got to finish it.
I don't want to finish it.
Yeah. You're hungry. It's breakfast time.
I might want to finish it. Yeah,
I'm
we'll see.
telling you. It's not near as bad as you think. We're going dog first, though, right?
Are we doing dog first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fucking... Look at this, dude.
Yeah, bro.
This is the wildest thing that has ever been on a plate.
For our audio audience, it's you take a full gram and you snap it in half like you make a s'more, and you take an entire slice of processed cheese.
So, if you guys will notice, there are 2 on your... Well, you have 3.
I've got 3.
Lucky for you. Because
extra.
I'm thinking it would be nice to be able to go back and taste again to really make an educated decision.
Fair.
Okay?
Okay.
So,
Here we go. First dip.
Yep. And you don't want a whole bunch of ketchup on
No.
there. You just want a light dusting.
Yeah.
All right? Thinly sliced hot dog with a little bit of ketchup on it.
All right.
Bon
3,
appetit,
2, 1.
gentlemen.
Bone apple teeth.
Bone apple ticks.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's like bologna, kind of.
Huh.
Well, that's all hot dog is. I
Yeah.
realized after our last conversation
Right.
is it's just...
Everybody got real mad, but people eat bologna.
It's like, no, you slice it long and thin, and it turns out it's bologna.
Okay, now let's
Okay.
try graham crackers and cheese together.
Yeah.
Huh.
8-year-old me love this.
This one's, This
Okay.
one's...
Just take a bite. Don't be scared.
I am scared.
It's not going to hurt you.
It might.
I gotta say, the mixture of textures I don't like very much.
Dip it in that ketchup.
I've thought about it.
Oh, yeah. That brings me back. That's good.
So,
It's good stuff.
after the initial gram, once the flavors really start melding
Yeah.
in your mouth, it turns into more of just like a cheese sandwich on honey wheat kind
Yeah.
of flavor
That's
profile.
all it is. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
I can get that.
Yeah. It's not bad. Let your kids try.
Kids will love it because the texture is horrendous.
Oh,
Brad took a
God.
second bite.
I just
So did I. The big one. I took a
trying
big
to
one.
get because I love honey wheat.
I see what you're saying. It is like a honey wheat. I wouldn't hate it. Listen, okay.
It's just the texture for me.
Yeah, I
initially,
wouldn't hate it if it was better cheese and probably less cheese.
That can't be better. That's the.
that would
can't
make
be.
it not a poverty
Yeah.
snack.
Yeah.
I bought the generic cheese too because it's a poverty
I
snack.
noticed that.
It's like this would be great with some like smoked Gruyere.
Right.
or-
Yeah. Let's bougie this thing up, dude.
Back to the dog.
If you would like.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna raw dog this one in memory of mine,
Oh yeah,
which was just plain old bite out of a cold hot dog in the fridge.
yeah. That was Brad's. I already dipped mine in ketchup, so
That's
I'll tell
fine,
you
Eric
what.
Pedigo.
I'll tell you what I'll do. In memory of Brad, I'll chew this up.
No.
That's what it's like. That's exactly
Just
how
take a
it
big
works.
bite.
Cheers,
Yep.
everybody.
I'm gonna commit to the
Yeah,
bit.
okay.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's
No,
not good.
That's where it's bad. It's right
Yeah,
there.
I agree.
I will eat those two guys'
I'm not-
other bites.
Not enjoying this
how
at
much
all.
I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
I want to sit this out.
It's still in there. Oh, it's just there's little chunks. Still got
Well-
just little chunks in there.
And that's why you only had one, and then you threw the rest of the dog away.
Very wasteful. Yeah. I need to wash this down with some graham cracker cheese sandwich.
Brad, you just get to be the judge today.
Okay,
What's
All right.
better?
Look, can I say something real quick first? I'm sorry.
I guess,
I
but that means Eric gets to come up with 1.2 if he would like.
I expected that to be a lot more disgusting. I have to give you that, buddy.
Fair enough.
I wasn't like, I'm not going to do it again. But also, I thought I'd be gagging, and I wasn't.
I'm finishing this.
That's pretty wild
Yeah.
to me.
Nope. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
All right. And mine is just a little cheap.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, are you okay?
Dad's got to get out of
No,
here.
that was just my brother calling, probably making sure I'm awake. Even though I told him I was doing this before we go.
Right.
All right.
He's a great dude, and I love him so much.
Nick B, shout outs.
Love that dude.
We can lock up if you need.
Well, good.
We were eating the dogs.
We were eating the
Yeah.
dogs.
Hell yeah.
So, Yeah, Eric Pedigo's. Yours turned into a more, again, same point as Neek. Yours turned into a more enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Maybe enjoyable is not the right word, but
It
I
was.
wouldn't go
No,
that far.
it is.
a less disgusting experience than I expected because it turned into a honey wheat cheese sandwich. That's,
bad.
I mean, that's very nice. It was purely a textural thing as soon as it enters your mouth. You have the soft cheese goo kind of thing from the American cheese mixed with the crisp crunch
FCG.
of that GC, and it's just not. At first, it's unappealing, but it turns into an all right thing. And then Nick Pedigo, a raw dog
Raw dog.
with a little bit of sup on there. Also horrendous, don't get me wrong. But I too think nowadays, especially, that eating a big bite of a raw hot dog is just a nasty thing.
That's
right?
horrendous. Yeah.
Not into it anymore. Haven't been for a while.
Sometimes you got to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
If I was going to pick one of these, I guess I would do graham cracker cheese.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
That's fine. A very small consolation prize, considering that you just took the L on being Halloween.
Fair enough, too.
You can have
both
the
one.
better gross snack.
I'll
That's
take
fine
the
with
L
me.
at this table. Meaning there's
What's
no
what's
way.
this guy's deal?
Meaning
I don't
there's
know.
no way I was going to win that one.
Yeah.
At this table with you guys.
Let's see what the
That's fine.
internet has
We'll
to
see
say
what
about it.
we'll see what the entire world has to say about it too, and that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're very Halloween.
You're goddamn
And
right.
you are very.
as much as I am. I would
You
say.
are very
I don't think
Halloween
I'm
as
more
well.
Halloween than you.
You're not
Right.
Halloween.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
not.
I'm
You're
saying.
not,
not Halloween.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I am.
I don't think
Halloween.
I'm more than you. This is what I'm saying. I've conceded that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Fair.
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah.
And this is how
Yeah, we're fine.
grown-ups.
Yeah, we're good.
It's how grown-ups handle issues.
It is.
That was good.
They argue, then they eat cold hot dogs and ketchup and graham cracker and cheese sandwiches.
Trick is, have your argument, suffer together afterward,
Yeah.
just a little bit,
I'm
and then you can
suffering right
bond.
now.
It's called trauma bonding, and it is so healthy.
I feel like we
Unbelievable.
grew together as people today.
just ate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. What an episode, ladies
That
and
was
gentlemen.
fun, guys.
It was a great time.
I enjoyed it, fellas.
Beautiful smorgasbord. Beautiful people.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
All right. Good luck golfing today, Brad. Derailed podcast.
Thank you.
Love you, boys.
Love you too. That's the jam.